even as the hijab controversy is exploring further with protests happening across the country, once again, the doublespeak surrounding the entire controversy is only getting out even bigger. This time, a class 12th Kashmiri topper has now been, in fact, trolled on social media platform for not wearing a hijab by hardliners. Now, Parvaiz, however, continues to assert that to wear or not to wear a hijab is a personal choice. For more on this, let me also now go across to our guest joining us, who he's a youth activist. This is Sajid Yusuf Shah. Sajid, thank you so much for joining us here on Republic TV. You have, in fact, raised this entire issue through your social media platforms as to how this class 12 topper from Kashmir has been trolled for not wearing a hijab, and you have once again maintained as to how this is a personal choice.
Yeah, absolutely correct. When it comes to Arusa Parvaiz, she is our, like I can say, she is pride of India. Not only in the Kashmir, she's a pride of India who made us pride, and she topped in class 12 secondary board school. And when it comes to troll, many trolls have just. I was going through just comments on social media. I was going through some comments on the social media. I saw many faceless trolls. They were saying, they were abusing, bullying, and they were threatening her for not wearing hijab. If one side, many so-called jihadis, radical Islamists, they claim that that hijab is our personal choice. When it comes to Arusa Parvaiz, it's her personal choice whether she will wear the hijab or not. Many Kashmiris, many faceless trolls from across the border, they were threatening her why she is not wearing the hijab. And my question straight goes to those gang who are just saying that we stand with the Muskan, that Muskan girl who are from Karnataka, who are saying that hijab is my personal choice. If the hijab is the personal choice for Muskan, why not for the Arusa Parvaiz? Why this double cross? Why this hypocrisy? That's what I want to ask these people. These people always try to see that we people are this proprietorship of the Islam. They are the faceless trolls. They are Islamists who always try to pull down anyone who try to do anything.
Absolutely, Sajid. And at a time when we are still seeing and witnessing how the hijab controversy is getting bigger, there are protests happening in various parts of the country. They're still awaiting the Karnataka High Court's final verdict and order tomorrow, that is on Monday. How do you really see in this entire scenario at a girl who's a 12th standard topper? She has achieved this momentous thing at such a young age, coming from Kashmir, and now she's being targeted for not wearing a hijab.
First of all, my compliments to Arusa Parvaiz. I have seen her she have befitting reply these trolls. She has said that hijab is my personal choice and it's between me and God. You are no one to decide. You are no one to decide what will be my fate after my death, and it's my personal choice whether I will wear hijab or not. She gave a befitting reply to those who are saying that you should wear the hijab. And trust me, it's her personal choice. Nobody can question her. What should she wear? What should not? Probably maybe the people in the Kashmir Valley, they just judge the people of just because of their appearance. That is the problem. And many people, I was just going that many people were saying that we stand with the hijab, and likewise you mentioned that many people protesters in support of Muskan. I wish the people from the Kashmir Valley, not from only from the Kashmir Valley, but from every nook and corner of the India, they should come out and stand for Arusa Parvaiz, because she is our pride, not Muskan.
Absolutely, Sajid. And we have been getting so many activists and voices on Republic TV as well, who have spoken about the fact as to how in a classroom or in an educational setup, religion should not be at the forefront. And we have seen an interim order coming in from the Karnataka High Court. Take us through what is your stand as far as the entire issue is concerned, and what do you believe as far as this hijab controversy that is escalating in the country?
Yeah, when it comes to hijab, I believe that these religious things, we should keep these things away from the education institutes. If today somebody is saying that hijab is my right, I can wear the hijab inside the college premises. Tomorrow, somebody else will say that if somebody else will go for the swimming, they will say that we will not wear the swimming costume, or because this appearance, whatever I like, I want to, for example, I want to swim in the hijab, and I think this is absolutely wrong. When it comes to education issue, we should keep education institutes away from these religious stuff, because we have almost madrasas, we have other religious institutes across the country. It's not only that we have to just be consist on one thing. I have seen many people, they are saying that their girls, they should wear the
disappointed that again these group of people targeting Arusa Parvaiz for not wearing hijab. It's our right. We are educated enough. We will decide what we have to wear. No, these religious extremities will not force us to wear hijab. And Arusa gave a very good reply that she don't need to wear a hijab to prove herself a good Muslim.
Absolutely. And if you can also share your experience, Dr. Monica, of how you also have faced trolling. What exactly happened there?
These are those group of people who always, they also threats us. When we raised the voice against the anti-national students, and they threatened us that they will, we have to apologize within 72 hours. Otherwise, we have to face some life threats. Our life is in danger, or we got threats for rape threats, etc., etc. And I want to tell you, these are they force us to speak.
All right, thank you so much.
They force us to.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Monica, for joining us here on Republic TV. Going back to Sajid now, and Sajid, I would like to read out from the reaction coming in from Arusa Parvaiz, who was asked about how she has been trolled. She says that I think hijab does not define a religious identity. I love God more than these people. I obviously wear a hijab, and I think hijab should be worn when religion is followed properly, and hijab should not be worn just for the sake of it. Your response to this?
I have already mentioned about this thing that Arusa Parvaiz, she made all us pride. Reason being is that she is aware. She maybe she must be covering her head at her home or somewhere else. But I think she is not covering her brain. She have brain. She know how to wear the clothes. She know how to appear in the college. She know how to appear in the education institutes. Even I have seen her yesterday's her interview where he was going to her education institute where she has studied. She was wearing the same appearance. She was not just covering her head, because she know it's between her and her God. Nobody on the earth can tell her that you should wear this and you should wear this. It's all about the mindset. You can't just judge any girl on the basis of her appearance. If somebody is not wearing the hijab and he's a bad Muslim, it's absolutely wrong. And trust me, we should name and shame those. They are radical. They have radical mindset. We should expose them in the public. When these trolls are when these trolls are threatening these girls, and I have seen the statement of Arusa. She said my family got in the depression just because of these trolls, but I don't care. But I as a Kashmiri Muslim, I understand her query. I understand the concern of her family, and not only me but whole country stands with Arusa Kausa.
Absolutely, Sajid. And before we play out that reaction as well, any last message would you like to send across to all those trollers and people who are raising their voice and also targeting such young female people who are achievers in their own right? And like Arusa, what do you have to say on that? Any message?
Those trolls who are trolling Kashmiri girls or anyone else across the country, they are druggies. They don't have anything in their life. They are just thinking that how can somebody else reach to this point? Because they are a failure. They don't have anything to do. I have seen many just on social media platforms. Those trolls, they were headless trolls. Somebody was saying that you should wear the hijab, you should follow the Islam. But when it comes to their profile, they were druggies. I have seen their profiles. They were having the cigarettes in their mouth. They were having different kinds of cuts,
Right.
and they are claiming they are Muslims.
Yes.
They are not Muslims. They are hypocrites.
All right. Thank you so much, Sajid, for joining us here on Republic TV, and thank you for sharing your views here as well.